Hello, and welcome to another episode of Community Outbreak. My name's Greg Henniger, your community manager.
I am Sarah Flanagan. What is my new title again? Oh, yeah, Community Relations.
Community
Relations
Relations.
Specialist for
Congratulations.
King of the Kill. Thank you.
I am Ryan Findall, a QA analyst for H1Z1.
That's right, and we have a lot to talk about today.
So many
I'm
things.
really excited because we're going to be pushing a new build to the test server. Hopefully a little bit later today, there's going to be a new producer's letter, which dives into a lot of detail on what you're going to see. But we're just going to jump in ourselves and show you guys what's up. So if you want to kick it over to my
I am
screen.
too.
So first and foremost, you're going to notice a couple of new things. One is this new little indicator. On the dev side, we call them breadcrumbs. It kind of leads you along through the UI. So it tells you, like, hey, you've got something new here. So you click on the character. I've got new crates and new things in my appearance slot. So we'll just go to appearance. I've got new weapon, new gear. Go over to there. Then you still see the same little purple indicator saying I've got something new here, some new footwear, and I've got these shoes, and it has a little check mark.
The red Converse.
The red Converse.
Yeah.
And now people want the skinny jeans.
Yeah,
Like, you
I'd
give
wear
people the
skinny
red
jeans.
Converse, and then they're like, thanks for the Converse. Give us the skinny jeans.
They always want more.
If you give a mouse a cookie is like the perfect analogy. Anyways,
By
so
the way, we're starting with, like, the least cool stuff.
oh yeah,
There's
this is,
so much.
There's more.
Yeah.
This is all quality of life stuff. You'll now see a little green check mark with what you have equipped, and that should give you a better indication. Yeah, I tweeted out one of the new locations. We have 3 brand new POIs, points of interest, on the map, the arena, and we're going to be showing those off today. There's also a ton of new roads, new smaller POIs where there wasn't loot. There's going to be loot there now. We've been working with our new loot distribution system. So you're going to see, once this all gets up to test, we're going to be asking for your feedback. Skirmish is going to be a thing. Skirmish is coming with this next update, and it is not going to be Ignition. There's no copy here. It is just placeholder. We're on QA, not on test right now, because it's still not updated and it's locked. But we are going to have our first skirmish, and it is going to be Shoddy Snipers. So, Shoddy Snipers will be the first skirmish coming. We're going to start with that.
Absolutely. On the note of the shotgun, there have been some excellent changes coming through, and I think I'm ready to show that one off.
You ready?
Should I jump in? One thing you'll notice right away, hey, my parachute didn't spin around the whirling tornado, so we got that fixed. Another one you will notice off the bat is the color of the grass has been darkened. We have no more highlighter neon green grass, so we darkened that up a bit. We pulled some of the fog changes back based on your guys' feedback, and those are just a few of the changes.
Right.
So some significant changes. Let's see if I can give you a bit of an extra perspective here. So this is what the shotgun currently looks like on QA. I am using dev commands here, so you will see some oddities, kind of a little bit of screen flicker.
Yeah, that
But
black and white.
Right, but you
flicker.
will notice how consistent this kind of spray pattern is here. It's a lot better than our current one is right now. We'll be able to jump back on live, and I think I'll be able to show you guys that a bit later. But so that's just one. I'm gonna head over here so we can start up a new kind of pattern. There's another one, also very, very consistent. When you get to about, let's say, just outside of this vehicle range, that's all very, very close. If I'm standing here, you can kind of see.
Yeah, the original shotgun pattern was
That
more
just
randomized.
right.
There were 7 pellets as opposed to the 17 we have now.
So about
8.
8
pellets?
before, yeah.
Yeah. So we increased the number of pellets. We are going to be tweaking the power of each of the of the pellets and the damage that gets done itself throughout this testing process. But the shotgun should be significantly more consistent now. It just feels better in all the internal playtests we've done. And we are excited to get these changes into your hands because I know the shotgun has been a point of contention is one way of putting it.
Definitely.
But,
Just a slight point of contention.
Yeah. So we are we're stoked about these new shotgun changes. Yeah, you can see.
You may also notice that nothing clipped there. They all actually went through. That was firing from first person. You'll notice some consistency changes that'll help out quite a bit. So if you if it doesn't look like you're going to hit.
People are requesting a jump shot if you want to do that.
Sure.
A jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just a really, really simple.
Jordan.
There you go.
So
I'll
yeah, you
probably
can see the
go-
ones that hit the pole as opposed to the ones that continued on through.
So there you go. That's another jump shot, and here's about the same range without jumping. And you will notice that some of these lines are going to disappear just because all of them don't stay on screen. So there you go. It's a really, really consistent pattern that you guys are going to be looking at now, and without the kind of that block that would stop you necessarily from shooting right around here, it's going to be a lot more consistent. And I know personally I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this a lot, and sure
we are really looking forward to hearing your guys' feedback. How does it feel? Does it feel more consistent? And these are the reasons why it should feel more consistent, because the old shotgun spread, fewer pellets and a lot more randomized, whereas this is a lot more predictable. And so 4 to 9.
Switch it over.
Sure.
4 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will be the test server unlock.
So now you're on live.
So you guys remember that excellent spray pattern, how consistent it was, where it was, and all that before? Here's what it is currently on live. So even though that looks pretty consistent here, let's see what happens when we push it out. Push it out a bit, right? So you're gonna notice its spread is a little more varied, and it's gonna be a little more pinpoint than what it was before.
Fewer
Fewer
slugs or pellets
for sure. Right. So even coming in, and if I had the classic reticle on, I'd be able to show you guys that the classic reticle appears to be much larger than this shotgun's reticle actually is. So I hope that kind of gives you a better idea as to what the difference is for the current live shotgun, and there it is. That happens as well. So I hope that gives you guys a better idea as far as what's currently on live and what will be coming.
Right. A lot more randomization on live, which is causing frustration and confusion.
Right. So even between those two spray patterns, you see how there's especially this one. That spray pattern, how everything's kind of spread out quite a bit.
Like the Big Dipper.
Yeah, right? It's the Big Dipper awkward spray pattern. And then this one has just kind of little 1s and 2s scattered throughout. So you can see how sometimes when you would be going for those headshots, in that case from a close situation, you might end up throwing 1 or 2 shots, like throwing 1 or 2 at that range.
No, to be clear, some people are confused in chat. He's on live right now. We're showing the inconsistency.
Yes.
Right.
Before this, we showed on QA that it's consistent.
So we're showing that there are things to look forward to
Yes.
coming with the shotgun and hit
Yep.
reg
Yes.
and all sorts of great things. So
Yep.
if you want to go back a little further back in the VOD, you will definitely be able to see what it looks like on camera.
But also, here's something else that's new. The crafting and inventory windows have been combined for ease of use. You can see right here, if you hover over it, it says what ingredients you need. Gives a few more details. But if you have those ingredients, let me shred some stuff.
So
It will show you here a little green icon saying, yes, you can craft this. And instead of, if you hit, let's see, left button.
Left is 1.
Left is just 1, but if you
Right
hit
is
right,
max.
it will just auto-craft the maximum amount of things. And another
Getting
thing,
a lot of PogChamps in
showing
the
you
chat for that.
what is going to happen to your overall weight if you do decide to pick this up. So that's another nice little improvement that we have going on in the crafting window.
Can you still use E to craft?
Can you still use E to craft?
I don't
That's
know.
a great
Raphael, do you
question.
know?
it should just be that new change to being able to click
Left
over and
click
craft
and right
things. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that is another point of feedback. If you guys really want E back to craft, let us know. 7. So this area here, basically when we took a look at the map and said,
Sweet.
Switch to
there
both?
are
There we go.
there are points on the map that are totally barren and just wide open plains. Usually it's kind of the big sections here, up here, and over here that we decided, the map needs a little bit more variety, new places to get loot, to stock up. This is the first new one that we're going to show off. We're going to show 3 big ones, but there are tons of other changes made to the map in terms of we've added hills where there used to be, giant stretches of flat. and smaller like campsite type things there are a lot more of those scattered throughout. So you're never really in a horrible spot where you can't find something pretty quickly. And yeah, we're anxious to see what you guys think, and I'm anxious to see what you guys call these places.
Yeah,
because
I know lots of places. You've got 8 Mile. You've got, I don't know, names are escaping me right now.
Pleasant Valley.
But
Right.
no,
No, I
I'm talking
know.
about ones that the players have given.
Yeah. So
Certain
this
areas.
one's got a
Thermometer.
Sprouts. The Booty Capital was always my
Booty
favorite.
Right,
Capital.
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this kind of
Murder
gives
cabins.
The murder cabin.
So this kind of gives you a bit of a perspective. You can see the size of Greg's character way down there. This is about the size of this new POI. So there's definitely going to be some great stuff, and there should be some good fights out here too. I'm really looking forward.
Performance and optimizations with all of these Z2 changes. There were, sinkholes in certain locations where you could like fall to the center of the earth. A lot of those have been cleaned up. A lot of the floating objects and stuff like that have been cleaned up. So the size of the download is going to be huge. It's like 6.8 gigs, but that's because we are messing with the terrain,
Stuff
and
on the
anytime
map,
you
yeah.
do that is
Can I go
it's
to
gonna
both games now
re-export-
so everyone can see?
Yes.
the entire map. So I think this one might be one of my favorites. It's kind of fortress-like. It's a shipping yard, essentially. You've got this giant crane here with shipping containers all over the place, but it provides a lot of verticality, and looks like we got shotgun. Don't mind if I do.
So you'll see all sorts of these little tunnels here that Greg is going to be able to run through, and there's little boxes to jump on top of, and I'm sure somebody will find a way to get to somewhere they're not supposed to out here, but it's going to be
Somebody's going to figure out how to get all the way up there.
Yep.
I guarantee
someone
it.
will figure it out.
You guys are crafty, and you'll figure it out, even though it might not intentionally.
1v1 shipment, says someone. That's a throwback.
that would be really cool.
I like
Yeah, that
that.
is a throwback.
Throwback.
So yeah, this is one of the new POIs that I'm pretty stoked about. And now this particular one is up in E3. So you kind of saw back down here was where our last one was.
There
All
we go.
Landed
Here we are
safely.
in the dirty pool.
Aw.
Cool, thanks, Ri-Fi.
You're welcome, just for you.
So Ri-Fi is going to get a more zoomed out
Yeah, you're going to
view
be
of
able to
this.
see this better from my angle than you will Greg's, because
Yep.
this is a relatively large area. You can see one of our.
Am I ready to toggle over to
Yeah,
you?
go for it.
Look,
You can actually see
there it
that.
is. There's Greg wandering around.
There's Greg, and there's one of our other testers
Greg.
just kind of hanging around the new area, probably checking something out.
This is what we internally are calling the villas. So you can see, this location before was probably pretty darn flat, and now we added a lot more verticality, a lot more roads. Some of these houses, are the nicer houses.
The giant mansion
This
house.
is
Some
the,
mansions.
The rich
over here,
folks.
yep.
This
Rich
one
folk.
is G6.
No one can
Yeah,
see it.
so
Here, we'll
just
see.
to
Right
the
there.
right of Pleasant Valley.
Mhm.
The other ones were C7, and then E2. I think it's somewhere up in here, E3. But yeah, this one is going to be in G6.
So a lot of you guys will recognize that gas station and those warehouses over there as being
Reading from the gospel of producer. Hit registration. This update includes the release of improved and optimized hit registration code. Can someone turn their...
This is
Thank
that's
you.
your
Okay.
that's your background music.
That's great.
There
Thank
you go.
you.
You're all clear. You're all clear, kid.
Okay. Hit registration. This update includes the release of improved and optimized hit registration code. This was a multi-step process that started with a large server revamp to improve server performance and distribution. Then we rolled out region locking to get a more consistent experience and allow us to focus on specific tuning. The final step was to improve the actual hit registration code. Overall consistency will be much better once this rolls out. If you are familiar with some of the network analysis videos that were done, there was a topic referred to as lag compensation, analyzed in a variety of game titles. We have greatly optimized this now, which means more consistency in terms of player movement and less positional desyncs. We also increased the fidelity in which projectiles are tracked to improve consistency with shots hitting opponents. These changes make it less likely for you to accidentally shoot the driver in your car if you are firing from the passenger seat.
Whoops.
But if you're aiming at them, you'll hit them.
Yeah.
We will continue to watch gameplay closely, and we encourage you to send us clips if by chance you still encounter any issues. Keep in mind that local network conditions can still adversely affect hit registration. The system works best when everyone has a good, stable connection.
Boom. Okay, so yes, hit reg and desync improvements. You are connecting to the game from China. The cop car has now become a taxi cab. and the blood is black and not red. These are regional changes that we made for China.
And if you have
Yeah,
feedback
so
about any,
if you want
oh,
to,
beautiful.
go ahead and head over
Wait,
to my.
what is that?
What is what?
That.
What are those?
What? No, what's that?
What is what? What?
What?
What?
Even I haven't seen that.
You haven't
Because-
seen this?
No.
Wait.
Wait.
Before we show that,
Before we show
I
that.
need to caveat something because that's not going in.
Really?
Yeah. All of the cop car skins will be default cop car skins, at least for now.
So take that away.
This is
Go take it far away.
This is like
So
the worst. When you see a cop car, you know exactly what it is. So we do have skins for the cop car that are, they're just all right, but
They're just okay.
they're fine. You know, it's not like we're keeping, you know, badass skins from people. All right, so kick it over to Ri-Fi.
All right, let's go on over to Wi-Fi.
So when vehicles spawn in the world, they will have a chance at 3 or 4 different colors to spawn in with, and or the original color, the default skin. So those vehicles all have new default skins. The cop car will remain the cop car.
And there are some samples for you guys. So
they come in
that's
very pretty rainbow colors. There will be a picture in the producer's letter that has all of the new colors that they
Hey,
are.
look, I finally found another
Tackle
vehicle.
Yep.
So there are some of these
Birds.
things for the bug fixes. We have they're either in there now or they are going to be put in over the duration of when the test server, this build is going to be on test. So these things will be in the build before it hits live. Chris Wynn has assured me. So when using classic hit markers, you can turn the marker bold for a headshot. That was a suggestion straight from Reddit. The parachute should no longer spin when starting a match. You saw that played out. Incoming hit sounds should now be audible, which is great. And one a lot of people have been clamoring for and are super excited about, armor should show on top of parkas.
And again, Chris Wynn has assured us.
Yeah.
We're putting
That
this
will
all
be-
on Chris. No, so yeah, armor on top of parkas. I know that's a something people have been clamoring about for a long time. The bold hit marker when you get a headshot as opposed to you know, the thinner hit marker. So those are just a few of the bug fixes that you're going to see at the bottom of the producer's letter when we push it out. We're going to be making a lot of changes based on your feedback. While it sits on the test server, you know, we're thinking like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks is the amount of time we're going to let this thing soak and make changes, all based on your feedback. So that is going to happen. We're hoping to get that build out a little bit later tonight. Let's see, what else was I going to say? Producer's
So like I
letter.
said, the big
Oh,
things that
right.
are included is
There will be a
well,
lot more bug fixes.
Yes.
When we put out the official patch notes,
Yep.
when we push it to live, there'll be a nice list of bug
all of
fixes.
them.
You're not going to see all the bug fixes in the producer's letter. Those will live in the patch notes, which will be coming when we push it to live.
Libby, there's a whole bunch of
Have a great weekend, you guys. Jump on test. Please try it out. We're really excited about some of these changes. Well, all of these changes.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time.
Cool.
Have a good one, guys.
We just instantly did this.
Yeah.
Same time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.